There was meant to be a loop, but damn, that caught me off guard. Never know your next step. Yeah, Dow's, hands up if your team actually won in Netherlands this week. Yeah, hold that, Arsenal. Bilal's gone running. Bilal's gone running to Barcelona, wherever he is. His team finally lost and he couldn't hack it. Typical Arsenal fans. But yeah, guys, how are we? Young Bucks is back. First thing I need you to do, look at the bottom. Look at the ticker at the bottom. I even took the time to have a ticker. And it says smash that like button, y'all. Yeah, so do that. Guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We hit 20k. We need to now hit 30k. Big up Grizz. And yeah, and also become a channel member, because I'm hearing a few perks are coming in, such as member only streams, member only call-ins. So hey, for the price of one journey on the TFL, that is Travel for London, for those of you that don't know, you can get a whole month of Grizz Khan TV member content. Anyway, none of that nonsense. We're back. Addy's joining us. Like I said, Bilal dipped to Spain as soon as he saw his team go 1-0 down. So yeah, it's just the four of us at the moment. But yeah, regular show. Ben, how are you, man?
Week in hell for me, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. For those of you who know, I am Nottingham born. That's my city. That's where I live. And I know a lot of Forest fans, so not good. Yesterday, a lot better. I enjoyed the day at Alton Towers with some of my friends, getting involved in the Halloween celebrations, scare mazes and all that. And then I thought Liverpool were going to ruin the night, but actually we won 3-0. I watched it on my phone. People have been giving me also, oh, you didn't watch the game? Yes, I did. I watched the game. My friends were getting frustrated because I was spending more time watching the game than talking to them in queues for rides. But they made it a better week yesterday, mate. And what do we expect now? We don't know, but we'll get on to it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, man. Well, we won. I was with my mates as well. I was just there while everyone was just drinking and doing whatever. I was there. I had my keen eye on the game. I was like, boys, we need that first goal. Let's get that first goal. And we got it. Brian with the assist. We'll get onto that anyway. But Jordan Bryan Henderson, autobiography.
New author, man.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, bro, I'm buying that, bro. He's gonna talk about the whole like Liverpool success story, or like our Premier win, Champions League win. Like, if you don't want to buy that, I was talking about Stevie G's autobiographies, bro. If anyone ever needs an autobiography to read Gerrard's first autobiography.
I think I'm good. Not gonna lie, I think I'm good.
To be fair, I got so much stick for this, but I bought this in the airport once, and Ben, you're gonna hate me. But I bought this because I really wanted to know the ins and outs. I got this.
Oh,
I've read that one. That's a good autobiography. That's a good autobiography.
I just read all the bits about like his.
Just say I paid the FA good money. The end.
Yeah, I read. I was really keen on like his opinions on like other teams as well. Here's the one that really matters. This one. Gerrard has two, but this is the OG. Like, I've got pages coming out. Look
right, guys, that's it for Young Bucks. You're actually starting a book club, so everyone get out your books and we'll start reading.
But yeah, anyway, Brian doesn't need a shout out. Hamza, Ben was at Alton Towers. Do you like roller coasters, or do you like to just chill out and go to scare mazes?
I'm scared of this kind of rides. I'll go onto it, man. Listen, I ain't risking my life until I see City winning champions. My life, man.
You're never going out in Towers, then,
bro. How you doing? How you doing? Otherwise, we saw you were wearing a bunch of rival teams kits. I think that tops the fact that I have Fergie's.
Yeah, man.
I think Hamza's got terrible luck.
Listen, the only kit I'll never wear is United. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Wait, Hamza, come back out and then go back in again, because you're lagging. There we go. Anyway, Michael, I doubt you've ever been to Alton Towers.
I have no idea what that is.
It's like Six Flags, but
there you go. That makes sense.
Yeah, nowhere near as good for you.
Yeah. I imagine the theme parks in America just to be like on a different level. Just like everything in America is just bigger. Do you know what I mean?
They're good for one-time thing, and then after that, if you go again, it gets boring.
Yeah, nah. How you doing anyway, mate?
Doing good. I'm smoking the Barcelona pack. I've been smoking it for 2 days now. It's been amazing. All my ops are in Europa League. I'm ready to go through all of them. Arsenal, Juventus, Ajax, European lad. I'm coming for you. All of them. And we got a draw against Chelsea. We played good. Whatever. Scott McTominay hates me. I hate him. It's a hate relationship
I
between
say,
but still doing good. Waiting for the Sociedad Sheriff game actually. Not Sociedad.
Sheriff Tiraspol against Manchester United, and Christopher Ronaldo is back, leading the line. Guys, leave your comments in the chat. Eunice, Simmons, Simons has something.
This guy tried to fight Granit Xhaka, bro. Like, chill out. Like,
no, back it. You got.
I'm not sure you want to be doing that at 19.
No. I'm back in the kit. Let's go.
You know what? Fair play. He's had a nice upbringing in La Masia, at PSG, all the superstars. Let him stick it on the Albanian warrior, Granit Xhaka. Let's see.
Listen, did Xhaka get a yellow card in the PSG?
Yeah, they both got yellows.
Yeah, man. You see, I predicted that, man. He had one yellow left here, and then he gets suspended for the Zurich game. You know, and I tweeted it. I say, yo, watch out for that deliberate yellow card so that he gets suspended deliberately for the Zurich, and then he's back for that. What do you guys think about that, man? That's just dirty. I think that's dirty, man. That's just tactical. And
Neymar did the same thing. Neymar did the same thing. He got a yellow against who they play, Maccabi, and so then he suspended against.
Yeah, man. People do this, which is not fair, man. Not fair.
Do you remember Mourinho told like Ramos, Casillas,
Ajax against Ajax?
Yeah, it's because like they were through. I guess in a way you kind of got to rate it, but also it's not in the spirit of the game.
It's not.
But
hey, set for the knockouts then if you get the 5, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's 2 if you get it's 2 in the Champions League, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Sure, yeah, 2.
So like, yeah, as soon as you get 2, I think you just get banned up to a certain stage. I don't know actually; they're always changing it. But I think it's a bit better now because so many people were missing finals. But hey, Hamza, if that instruction came from Arteta, who was Arteta's boss? Pep Guardiola. So your boss clearly isn't as clean as he is.
Listen, we're a clean team.
There's a chain of command.
Team, man.
You might be the Carabao Cup holders, but Liverpool have always been the fair play champions year after year. Right? Get that on the champions wall.
Listen, City are too innocent for that, man. We're too innocent for that, man. But just understanding that listen, I just want to say before we go about that PSV being 2-0 up against Arsenal. Like all these Arsenal fans were talking before, oh, we're a Champions League team. We're the Champions League team. We're the big team. We can beat Real Madrid. I had Arsenal fans telling me, I think the only team that can beat us is Man City. I think we can beat Real Madrid. We can beat Bayern Munich. You can't even beat PSV in the Europa League. You can't even beat PSV at Europa League. And these guys can chat about Champions League. Bro, if you can't beat teams in Europa League, what gives you the audacity about talking about Champions League? Guys, what do you think about that? Like, you've seen that these guys have become so arrogant.
Like, you know what it is.
I rate PSV though. To be fair, I really rate PSV.
Oh, Ben, take it away.
No, I'm just seeing a lot of Arsenal fans starting to worry now. A lot of Arsenal fans are saying like, you know, we've scraped past a lot of games and we just keep getting by, and now today we're lost and all this stuff. And this wasn't how they were behaving. Like Hamza says a few weeks ago. I always said it. The team, if it's not Liverpool that wins the league this season, it will be Man City. This is before a ball was kicked. It's definitely going to be City now. No two ways about it. But there's only before this season there was only 2 teams, in my opinion, that was ever going to be capable to go for 38 games. And Arsenal, yeah, they've had a great start. I just never saw it. I still don't think Arteta is good enough to win a Premier League trophy. Maybe this year will be a big year for them in terms of him growing from a okay manager to a top manager, but I just never saw it. And now Arsenal fans are backtracking. It's amazing. Like all these guys are scared now. I don't think they're scared to drop out of the top 4. I think that's probably in the bag already. But they're certainly not going to win the Champions League. That's impossible. But they're certainly not going to win the Premier League. No way.
You know what I hated. You know all that talk Arsenal fans were giving about. Oh, we're like, who was that person who was like, Arsenal are like a Champions League team and Liverpool aren't? Bro, my whole life growing up, I've just seen Arsenal take L after L in
League
the Champions
Gunners.
2000 and no, it was someone else.
League Judges. No,
it was on League Gunners channel, but it was someone else.
Right, sorry.
It was I don't know who he was, but he was like, bro, in your lifetime, Liverpool have won 2 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, no.
Arsenal have won none. And bro, Arsenal, all I can remember is L's 06 final, Lehman getting sent off, bottling it. I know they were down to 10 men, but bro,
yeah.
Again, Bayern Munich, Barcelona hammering them constantly in the round of 16, Monaco beating them. Bro, they've never been it in the Champions League. I don't know where this has come from. Like, but it is what it is, man.
Listen, you can't, especially against Liverpool. Listen, even me, look at Man City being the best team in the world at the moment, yeah, being nominated, given the crown, the Jules crown of the best team in Europe in the world, yeah. I say, like, I can't chat to Liverpool fans about Champions League. I can't talk. How dare can I speak about Champions League to Liverpool fans? I know they've done this to smash and grab, which I want. I deserve to have 3. I should have had half your Champions League by now, but I haven't even got one. But for Arsenal fans, I've always told them, when we talk about Champions League, you cannot come to the discussion. You cannot sit on the table because I've seen them. I have seen them. They're the only team to have played in 3 different stadiums. They played at Wembley in 98, 99. They got thumped. And they used to get thumped with Dynamo Kiev, with Shevchenko and Rebrov. And they used to get thumped with the likes of Fiorentina or Batistuta. Then they decided to move back to Highbury, the library. They got thumped there with John Carew. 2 years in a row, they got sent home by John Carew. And then year after that, they decided to go to this new stadium, the Emirates, and they got thumped there 10-2. So how can a team move to 3 different stadiums, being thumped in 3 different stadiums? You can't chat about Champions League. Surely, you have to be humble. First finish Europa League, get that level done, tick that box, and then move to us.
That's what we did on the clock. Clock came, we did the Europa League run. We got to the final. We showed we could cook it with the Europa League boys. Then we got into the Champions League. And we proved it there. So you're speaking facts.
We beat some good teams in that Europa League run as well, by the way.
Listen, I agree.
Dortmund.
Let me just pull something up right now. I want you all to see this, all right? I want you all to see this, right?
Your Hamza's getting cooked.
Now,
I don't know why.
I tell them the truth here. Listen, about Champions League. Look, bro, they used to get knocked out with Valencia, John Carew, Mestalla Stadium. I know their history. They cannot run away. They got knocked out with Chelsea. They got knocked out with Barca. Listen, they've not done anything with the Champions League.
55-yard free kick.
This is mad.
Yeah, no. I have a soft spot for them, but look, they don't do anything in the Champions. Bro, if next year everyone wants them in the group stages, everyone wants them, because we know when the Champions League anthem hits them, they buckle, they tremor. Liverpool, they do it. This is the Liverpool's competition. I'll put my hand up. There's something about, especially Anfield. They're born. It's just natural. And I need to create that at the Etihad. I need to create that intimidating stadium and atmosphere. So when Real Madrid come there next time, they think, oh, I don't want to play here anymore. Liverpool, you've got that. United at Old Trafford with Fergie, they had that. I've seen United beating teams at Old Trafford. But Arsenal, Emirates, Bayern win them and 5-1, 5-1, 10-2. And that's the last time I remember them in the Champions League.
No, I agree. Look at this. At Arsenal, group stage, quarters, group stage, quarters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 8 seasons at Arsenal with the Invincibles, with the best team Arsenal have ever had, couldn't get past the quarterfinals. Then he has a lucky run, plays the likes of a bad Juventus team and Villarreal in 06, gets beaten by Barca, not even the best Barca team of the last 20 years, not even top 5 Barca team of the last 20 years. Then it's back to last 16 quarters. Ronaldo dunks on them in the semis. quarters, last 16, last 16, last 16, last 16. Bro, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
It doesn't.
So,
It doesn't.
and
It doesn't.
and like, chat, like, realistically, Hamza's not bigging up City. He's just said, like,
I'm not good enough. I said, even me, I'm not. I got thumped so many. I need to win that one of my Champions League. Once I win it, I want to create that. Liverpool have got the factor in Europe. Listen, when you go to the Anfield, I've seen Mourinho's team. They said it. I think there was a story where Mourinho's team was unbeaten with Terry when they're arrogant. But as soon as Liverpool fans started to chant, "You'll never walk alone," and on Wednesday night, intimidates you. Liverpool fans in European nights is the most intimidating state. Galatasaray away. Those guys will rock you. You get scared. Arsenal Stadium, I don't think they haven't done it in Europe. They haven't done it.
No, they started playing that song before games, haven't they? Now trying to get people scared, but I don't think it was.
They tried that Liverpool atmosphere in training.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, North London.
You'll never
forever.
walk alone.
Man,
yeah,
you're not even from North London. You're from Woolwich. You're from South London. You're not even North London. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, it's just annoying. But it is what it is.
You make a good point as well, Ems, by the way. Hamza, I think people need to understand, Hamza isn't saying that he can say all this stuff about Champions League and Arsenal fans can't. He's saying why his team can't or why Arsenal can't. Like, Hamza's not saying our City are allowed to do it and Arsenal.
We don't have it. City need to create that fear factor. We need to win that first one. Once we win that first one, what Chelsea have done. Look at Chelsea. They created that, and now Chelsea can do it. They've not realized there's a way to win Champions League. It's a knockout.
Chelsea's was a bit fraudulent, to be fair, but I get your point.
Yeah, they're fraudulent, but you know what? They've got the formula. They've got formula. They've got their formula. You guys have your formula. Your formula is, guys, we'll see you in Anfield. Beat us here, but we'll see you in Anfield. Put us, and you guys do in Anfield. It's very rare Liverpool get. When's the last time you guys got beaten in Anfield? Easily. Atletico Madrid. But even they didn't deserve that win. Even that day, Atletico didn't deserve that win. Liverpool had chances to win that game. So it's hard to go to Anfield and win. But it's hard to go to Chelsea and win. United at Old Trafford used to be intimidating. They used to beat Real Madrid in Old Trafford. They beat the likes of Bayern Munich, Barca when they couldn't get results. So this stadium, we need to create that. But Arsenal fans can't be chatting on that to Liverpool fans about Champions League. No chance. No chance.
You know what's funny about Chelsea? The team that won their first Champions League, considering all the great teams they had with like under Mourinho, under Ancelotti, under Hiddink, even had a pretty good team under Ranieri. People forget. The one team to win it was probably the most together and united team they've had, but it was probably on paper one of the weakest teams, man. But they all got behind, they all banked in behind Drogba. They were a proper unit, and you know what? I really won't be surprised if at Man City don't win the Champions League under Pep, but then and their team. No. Listen to me, but then
I'll be painful.
It will be painful, but then I won't be surprised if you then have a team after that which isn't seen as good, but somehow wins the Champions League the way Chelsea kind of did it. Because nobody backed that Chelsea team. They finished 5th in the league that year. Yeah. They finished 5th in the league for a reason. The same way we finished 5th in the league when we won it in Istanbul. They weren't good teams, but...
That's what's going to happen this year as well, by the way.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I've been telling you all along. I told you all about Iwobi. I told you all about Mudryk. Now I'm telling you about Istanbul.
This Mudryk, nah. This new flavor of the month on my timeline, bro. Get him out of here. This Shakhtar owner talking about 100 mil. Nah. But now I agree with City. I think City have never had I know Pep's won the Champions League with Barca, but that was the greatest part. That was arguably the greatest club football team we've ever seen live. He's not really a Champions League, even though he has the highest winning percentage in Champions League history. But he dominates the group stages in the early rounds. But he just a Rafa Benitez. He knew how to win the Champions League. Ancelotti obviously.
Rafa's the guy. Yeah, Rafa.
Those kind of managers. If City get a Hansi Flick, for example, after Pep, I could see him winning the Champions League with Man City.
Can I just say something? I never discredited that Chelsea team. I think it was an amazing achievement. I'm just saying, like our 05 team, that Liverpool 05 team cannot chat to the Liverpool team of 20 of when we won the league like a couple years ago. It can't track to the Liverpool team now.
2 players got in.
Exactly. Wait, Gerrard and who?
Alonso,
yeah.
You had that guy called Traore. Traore can't make it. The lack of Steve Finnan can't make it. Djibril Cissé
you hate Steve Finnan, man.
You see, I know that team inside out. The team that even look at Arsenal's best team was the team that Chelsea beat to smash and grab. And Arsenal, you see, Arsenal had a great team. They have full team of World Cup winners. People don't realize Dennis Bergkamp is one of the greatest players. Patrick Vieira is a World Cup winner, Euro winner. Henry, World Cup winner, Euro winner. Robert Pires, World Cup winner, Euro winner. Silver Wiltord, Euro winner. They had these guys at the top of the level that no European clubs would fear them. And they will beat the likes of Lazio and Real Madrid. But you know, it surprises me. They come against Valencia. John Carew knocks them out. Chelsea, who didn't predict them, knocked them out. The likes of, see, this is what I say. City, in the Champions League, the formula is, listen, take your chances. Don't be arrogant. Do a smash and grab. But the problem is Pep doesn't want to do that. And there's certain players, I don't want to name them in my club. They're very arrogant sometimes in big games.
Name them. Jack Grealish?
No, Grealish is... No, I'm talking about one of the top right backs in the world. I call him Cafu. Cancelo is a top right back. Cancelo just... He does this kind of things like he would not make a guy. He would want to not make you do a drag back.
There's only one right... Well, there's 2 right backs that Cafu is compared to himself, and none of them played for Manchester City, so...
Oh, no, we have to put Cancelo's there. Cancelo, you'll see him in the World Cup. Yeah, he's a top right back. He has to stop. You know, to be a top right back, you have to do things which are simple. And things which are hard, you have to make them look simple. But he wants to make things that are so simple, like he wants to skill you. I don't like that kind of football. I prefer get into the box, whip that cross in. We've got the best striker.
You've changed your mind because you've got Erling Haaland. That's why.
Now Haaland's the guy. Haaland. Yeah, Haaland's
That's
the
why
guy.
you want to whip it into the box. You got Haaland. You weren't saying this last season.
Last year, yeah, I realized number 9. Now we've got the number 9. Hopefully, guys, make a prayer to him. He's got a little foot injury. Guys, make a prayer tonight that he gets better.
I ain't praying for nothing.
I'm not praying for nothing either.
You know, I know you Liverpool fans are quite good-hearted people, and I hope that you're very kind people, and just make a prayer for him tonight.
Wait, this is why Hamza's been nice about Liverpool today. He's been waiting.
He wants us to pray for him at the end of the stream.
He's trying to soften us up so we can pray for Haaland. No chance. I'm gonna pray for a Darwin Núñez hat trick on the weekend. That's what I'm praying for. Anyway,
it's clear, man. So clear.
Speaking of Champions League, we should talk about Spurs. Speaking of,
before we get on to Spurs, I just wanna. Let's actually get on to Spurs. Screw it. Let's go with the flow. Let's get into Spurs, right? Because after all, this show is called Conte a fraud? ? Antonio Conte. We on the theme of bottle jobs in the Champions League. Have you ever seen Conte do well in the Champions League? I'm gonna get that record up because, bro, he's bottling at Spurs. He's playing bad football. I saw Spurs' last 3 managers were Mourinho, Nuno, and Conte. My eyes would be bleeding if I was a Spurs fan. They would be bleeding. That is 3 anti-managers. Like, come on. Like, at least, to be fair, Mourinho gives you a bit of razzmatazz. Nuno, I don't know what he was doing, stroking his beard. Conte, just a little crybaby. Boys, what's going on with Spurs?
I don't know, man. Listen, I fail to understand. Like, Champions League. Bro, I'm thinking Champions League is a smash and grab competition, I've always called it. Smash and grab. Conte is the biggest smash and grab. I'm even scratching my head. How come his performance he's not doing in the Champions League? How come? I can't figure it out. Because Rafa Benitez and him and Mourinho play defensive style of waiting for people's mistake and smash and grab. But I'm thinking, why is he doing that so wrong? Is it because it's Spurs? Because it could be Spurs. It could be Spurs. It's just Tottenham Hotspur. It's just Tottenham Hotspur.
I think there's a
no matter what you can do. Listen, if Conte has won it all level like exactly. And they've got this age character. I feel sorry for them because Tottenham fans are great fans. If you go to their stadium, absolutely. I think it's the best stadium I've ever been. Like, I've never been to a top-notch stadium. Their stadium is amazing. Have you guys been to their stadium? Have you
It's
been?
a very nice
I've been to their stadium. It's amazing stadium.
I reckon in terms of like facilities and like modern stadiums, it's probably the best in the world out of any stadium.
Bro, it's amazing. Like top seat, you can see everything. It's like being in a theater in a movie, and it's brilliant. But they've got the top manager. You have to remove that fear factor. This fear factor, the fear factor, I have to get a trophy. Once they get that little Carling Cup trophy, I think it's got Tottenham will get. Tottenham have always been a great club. Tottenham have always been that great club. They've had top players from the past, Gareth Bale, Harry Kane. Before that, if we go David Ginola, they've always been a top club, but they've just not had that trophy. And I think they deserve, as a football club and as a fan base, I think they deserve a trophy, and I hope they get a trophy at least with Conte.
I definitely disagree with that. I hope they get 0 trophies. Antonio Conte is a fraud in Europe. He has been a fraud in Europe for the last decade because his only knockout wins in Champions League are against the Celtic team when he was playing for Juventus. So he had one of the best Juventus teams that went unbeaten in Serie A, by the way, unbeaten. Couldn't do anything with them. He had that Chelsea team, couldn't do anything with them. And now Inter, he couldn't make it past the group stages, by the way. And Inzaghi's done what he couldn't do two years in a row. And now with Spurs, he got bopped off the park by Ruben Amorim and Sporting. And Sporting should have won yesterday if they converted their chances, but they didn't finish their dinner. And Spurs got that one goal. I don't know who scored it. I already forgot who scored it. I think it was Bentancur. They can hold that. He's got suspended for next week. They got to go to Marseille, which will not be easy. That speaking of grounds that are fearful, Marseille, you don't want to go to Marseille in a big game. That place will scare you. And I don't think they have the players that will be able to handle that, to be honest with you. Harry Kane, we all know his big game record. Heung-min Son's in the worst form of his life. And Conte won't be there either. I don't know. I don't even know who their assistant manager is. Is this still Ryan Mason? I don't know. So it's not looking good for them. And I'll wait for them in Europa. I don't know that they got to beat.
One of the Spursiest things I've ever seen was that Ryan Mason and Pep Guardiola graphic, and it just summed up Spurs. Right, you're in a cup final, yeah. You have Mourinho, who may have not been on his game then, is notorious for winning big games. Right, no matter what, he's notorious for that. Why would you sack him a week before that final and get Ryan Mason in charge, who's coached a total of one game against Guardiola? If anyone's gonna beat Guardiola with that Spurs team, it would be Mourinho.
I'm pretty sure Mourinho's the only manager to beat Pep in the final. Like until Tuchel did it, but that was before that UCL final. So
and they've become reliant on Harry Kane so much. Like if you take Harry Kane from that team, can you see Tottenham becoming? Let's say, for example, God forbid that he gets injured for 3-4 months. Do you think they'll get the goals? Can you see them getting the goals?
You're a Europa League team without Harry Kane. This could be a Europa League team with Kane.
Listen, and that's what you see from a team, that you should build your success around players rather than individuals. It's better you risk a one player. Let's say, for example, we've seen where Liverpool sold Coutinho and bought a team. You see that? They had a team of Van Dijk, Wijnaldum, and the forward was Sadio Mane and Salah. You have to have a creative players of a team. They depend on this Harry Kane so much. Everything revolves on Harry Kane and Son. And if Harry Kane misses for them, it's a big blow. Look, Man City, take Haaland off. We're banging with Bernardo. We're scoring with KDB. We're banging with Gundogan. We're scoring with Alvarez. We've got guys there. We've got a team. A team is what wins you football games. It's what wins you cup competition. It's basic. And you see them, I just look at them and thinking, you're still living on the Harry Kane 3-4 years ago. What's your team? And one player missed out last couple of games. Kuleveski, is it? Kuleveski. Yeah, look at them. They look down. Only Kuleveski. And they look down. Completely like different side. And now they have to go to Bournemouth away. Yeah. And get the result. Listen, one thing, give Sporting Lisbon credit. When Pep Guardiola came out last year, we thumped them 5-0. He said they were the best team. People laughed. They can play ball. And one of the players you guys should be congratulating, watch out for that boy, the right back from Sporting Lisbon. He was absolutely impressive. And and his name is Pedro Porro. He comes from Man City. We sold him. We've got a
knew it was
buyback clause of 15 million.
He's a good.
He was the
He's a
best
good
player.
player
He's the
though.
best right
He's a
back.
good player. He's a good
Let me-
player.
He's
Is
the
he
best
from-
right back
is he
in-
from your
in
academy,
Portugal
yeah?
now. Yeah, it's City Academy.
Mm.
Madrid and Barcelona won him. There you are. There's
Best
the heritage.
academy in the world, isn't it?
La Masia. Once you play for us, you're guaranteed. So he's going to Real Madrid and Barcelona, I'm hearing, unless City do a release clause, but buyback clause, sorry. But there you are, Tottenham. I don't know what Adi's gonna say, but I feel sorry for him for other VAR men. But they did us over last 2 years ago, I think, with the VAR when Sterling scored. I'll never forget it. When I got knee, bro. I slid over my carpet. I got carpet burners on my knees. I had to go to A&E because I did a Drogba slide, and then for the VR to go on, man, that hurts. That hurts, guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That decision, the Kane goal, is hilarious, right? But like the angles we had, I guess you got to trust the VAR. That's all I'm gonna say. You just got to trust the VAR and say it was offside because, bro, it did not look offside. But it's what it is. Adi, good time. How long were you backstage, by the way? I don't think I was looking.
No, only a couple minutes, man. It's all good, man. Sorry, I'm late, man. I had to sort.
No, it's good. Do you wanna have a further dig at your rivals, Spurs?
No, man. Spurs. I don't know what you lot have said about them, man, but that club's just a joke, man. They're a joke. My brother and my dad are both Spurs fans. My older brother and my dad. So. I had to make the little brother a Chelsea fan, though. I couldn't set the little brother up, man. I had to make the little brother a Chelsea fan, man. But yeah, my dad and my older brother, they're Tottenham fans, man. So I don't know, man. Them are struggling, man. I mean, this whole Conte thing. I warned my brother. He wasn't listening to me when Conte came. He was jumping up and down. He was getting gassed, and I told him, bro, I was like, listen, there's gonna come a time when Conte's just playing his terrorist football, and he won't change anything. He's just gonna keep pursuing with the same lineup, same tactics. Nothing's gonna change. And I said, you lot are gonna end up hating him. I said his talent ID is one of the worst from the top managers in Europe. His talent ID is the worst. Like when he was at Chelsea, this guy was looking at Andy Carroll, Ashley Barnes, Peter Crouch. He was looking at, you might remember Biabiani, that fast winger on FIFA.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got my the fastest.
He wanted Biabiani as a right wing back to cover Moses in that, man. This guy was just, he was a joke, man, bro. And by the time he left Chelsea, I was sick with him, man. Out of all the managers that left Chelsea, Lampard, whoever you want to go through, all the managers that left Chelsea, when Conte left, that's the most relieved I've ever been. I was the happiest I've ever been to see a manager leave in my life. Out of all the managers.
Why?
Huh?
He did well. He won you the league. Is it because
he done well, but Hamza, man, you should have seen some of the terrorist ball. I remember in 2017-18, remember when Man City beat us 1-0? Man City beat us 1-0. I think Bernardo Silva scored, I think. It was 1-0, and we came to you and we were walking around the pitch. We were literally walking. His football became so boring. He never changed everything. Every game 3-4-3, Marcos Alonso, Victor Moses. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. And like I said, he was looking. Who looks at Andy Carroll, bro? Andy Carroll. Remember Llorente, the striker from Swansea?
Oh, yeah.
Fernando.
He's the guy that signed Bakayoko.
Ashley Barnes. Like I said, bro, like he was just going for absolute rubbish players, man. Like he set us back a little bit, man. I'll be real. He done well to win an FA Cup and Premier League, but nah, man, it wasn't.
He signed Zappacosta, Bakayoko. I remember.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hamza, he got rid of Diego Costa and signed Morata, and he got rid of Matic, and then he got rid of Matic and he signed Bakayoko. Like, what is the guy doing?
Yeah.
It was
and Zappacosta, man. Zappacosta. What did that guy do, man? Zappacosta.
He scored that goal in his debut and he done nothing else. Useless, man. Oh, yeah, Hamza. He signed Drinkwater.
Oh my God.
Bloody hell.
I'm telling you, bro, this Conte guy is a crook. He's a crook, man. Who signs Drinkwater? And we had deadline day in 2017. Bro, imagine winning the Premier League, yeah. Then on deadline day, the transfer window, you sign Zappacosta and Drinkwater on your deadline day after winning the league, bro. Who does that, man? The guy was a crook.
Terrible.
So bad. But yeah, like I said, if he doesn't win Tottenham a trophy, then it's just a failure, man. It's just a failure. I'm not hearing this top 4 as an achievement, man. You don't get a trophy for finishing top 4, man. That doesn't mean anything, man. He has to win him a trophy. If he doesn't win a trophy, it's an absolute failure, man. Complete and utter failure.
He has to win. He has to win at least. Yeah, he has to win the trophy. If you can't win with the manager, like I think he's good. I think if you can't win with Antonio Conte, who else can you get? Like literally, who's available, guys? He's back to Pochettino square one. Where do you go?
Who do they go to? Simeone?
Huh?
No, if I'm a Spurs fan, I want someone that actually plays good football now. Because
Why though, man?
Mourinho, Nuno, Conte, all negative football managers, like have not done any. I don't think Conte will do anything at Spurs. Maybe I actually think Conte, to be fair, like has had a good career as a manager, apart from Europe, whatever. But like, it is Spurs at the end of the day, and Spurs, like, they'll always just be that team. They might win a couple cups here and there, but at least win a couple cups playing nice football instead of not winning cups and playing dead football, because it is dead.
Honestly, I think they need to blow it up. Just like restart. If Conte doesn't succeed, just blow up the whole thing and restart from fresh.
Sell Harry Kane.
Harry Kane should come Chelsea, man. We should sign Harry Kane, man.
There's no chance.
He's going to Bayern Munich, man.
Why though? That's not
either going Bayern or United break the bank for him because they're Man United and English and everything. 30-year-old.
Nah, he should come Chelsea, man.
He's got 2-year contract this summer.
1 year.
Was he 1 year?
Oh yeah. No, next summer will be 1 year.
He's not guaranteed trophies if he goes Man United. You man can't give him what he's looking for.
That's true.
You man have
not guaranteed trophies. He's not guaranteed trophies at Chelsea right now either.
Every season, legit, we win trophies like literally every season. Apart from that Lampard season, we win trophies every year, bro. Lampard, when we got FA Cup final and lost, that's like the only season we didn't win a trophy.
I think if he leaves for trophies though, you go somewhere where you stat pad trophies like Bayern or PSG.
Bayern, who wants to win Bundesliga?
Nah, but if he stays in the Prem, I just feel like United. First of all, United the brand because it would be a bigger move for him, and we have a decent project going on right now, and Gary Neville will recruit the hell out of him.
Michael, you think he's thinking about his brand at 30 years old? He doesn't care about his brand.
No, but United does give you a platform for trophy because we're on the rise now with Eric Ten Hag. We don't have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as our manager. We have a manager.
Still, there's nothing to say that you're going to start winning trophies. There's nothing.
We can win the Europa League this year. I don't understand.
If I'm Kane,
so could Barcelona, so could Arsenal, so could Juve, so could.
I am not scared of Barcelona. I'm definitely not scared of Juventus. Allegri can come Old Trafford. We'll buck him too.
Oi, for 15 minutes, Juve looked serious against Benfica. They got this young English winger.
Chelsea used to be at Chelsea, mate. They used to be Chelsea.
Mate, what's his name? Like something Junior.
Oh, they left
winger. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Chelsea, bro. He's from Chelsea.
I think it's like Illing Jr. or something, bro.
Yeah, Illing. Yeah.
Benfica. Like, I was like, wow, where is this kid coming from?
He was whipping those young, dangerous.
But Allegri will go right back to Kostic Quadrado.
Yeah, Samuel Illing Jr. Yeah, he used to be at Chelsea, man. Chelsea, oh my god, man. The one I can't believe is that we let go of Musiala. I can't believe we sold Musiala, man. That was a criminal one, man.
Chelsea's
I think.
Yeah.
It's hindsight, though, isn't it? Like you don't know these things until it's happened. Like,
yeah, but Chelsea's academy is ridiculous. And if you look around Europe, there's so many players that played for Chelsea at one time, and
that's one thing I'll give Chelsea. Like their academy, just a revolving door of talent. Like fair enough, like you get rid of a few, but then you've got like the likes of Mount, James coming through, like these sort of Chalobah. You had a Tomori come through. You had Abraham come through. Like
Chalobah, by the way, man. Chalobah needs to start getting some more props, man. He's actually playing really, really well, man.
He played well against Salzburg, to be fair. I watched that game.
He was good against United as well. I mean, the guy's, I think it's like 32 games now. He's never lost when he started for Chelsea. He's never lost the game when he started. Every single game he started, Chelsea have won or drawn. He's never lost.
Lost the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, in the Prem.
In the Prem. Yeah. All right, what's next? Spurs dead. Ben. Okay, let's talk Liverpool because the title says Liverpool day and night. It seems that when we play in the day, we're shocking. When we play in the night, we come alive.
What kind of theory is this, bro?
What are you guys, vampires or something?
It's the atmosphere theory. It's the passion.
It's
the passion and desire theory.
You're hearing these.
No. But day and night also means like we're so inconsistent. We're good and we're bad at the moment. Like Forest, Ben, if you want to talk about that, and then Ajax, like what's going on?
Forest, first of all, I did a preview on it and said I wasn't like people thought I was just being pessimistic, but I genuinely wasn't. Like I was not as confident as everyone else. Like rival fans don't get it, and it's fair enough. But we know how bad we are at 12:30. So I don't know what it is. We know how bad we are. It's not an excuse. I just don't get it. Like at 12:30 on a Saturday, if we play, I never look forward to it, regardless who it's against. So that was the first factor. Second factor, it's away from home. We've not done well away from home. Not won a game in the league away from home. Don't think. And
in 04-05, we didn't win an away game till November, and we won the league. So
interesting.
No, we won Champions League. We won Champions League. Yeah. So
yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Well, where's the Champions League final this year?
Istanbul.
No, interesting. But anyway, interesting facts there, mate. Yeah, like, and then the news that Jota and Thiago, and obviously we already had Diaz, he was out. To be honest, I think when that Jota news came through in the week, I was still away. I think that was just a real sinking moment for us, like, because he'd just come back and he was doing really well in this like new position, and then he's out for pretty much. He's going to be out for the World Cup, but I suspect it will be longer than that. To be honest, they're not saying it yet because I don't think they want to announce like even more terrible news. But I've got a feeling he's going to be out for a very, very long time.
I think that's the same for James and Fofana. After the Man United game, James and Fofana were both still on crutches. So I think both of their situations, Chelsea was downplaying it, man. They don't want to give too much bad news as well. I think it's the same thing.
It. That's what I think they've done, yeah. So he was a big blow as well. And then when I saw that 4 of Carvalho, what was it? Carvalho, Elliott,
Firmino.
No, the midfield. Who were the two?
Jones, Fabinho, right?
It was Jones. Yeah. Oh my god! When I saw Curtis Jones come in, bro, I was like, you know what? I like the kid. I'm not one of these people that just pick on him for no reason, but when you're starting with Carvalho and Elliott, 2 players that I rate, it's just not it away from home against a team that, let's be real, are going to fight for their lives against Liverpool because they're pretty much going to get relegated. I think everyone knows that. Liverpool Forest is a historic game as well. The fans are up for it. All of these factors, like I still think we should have beat them, and I still went into the game thinking, we should still win with what we've got, whether it's a 1-0 or a cagey game, whatever. But I just had bad vibes about it altogether. And obviously, Iwaniyi, former Liverpool man, never played for us because of work permit issues. But it was just like one of those things that I thought was going to happen. Like he drops Brennan Johnson. I think he's dropped him for a couple of games now. And then he brings in Iwaniyi, former Liverpool, gets the goal. And it was just another, like it was almost like a throwback to those times where we lost to like Barnes and Wigan and teams like that, like way back in the day. Yeah, Watford as well, more recent times. But like, I'm talking way back. That's what it felt like an absolute embarrassment. This is potentially going to be one of the worst Premier League teams in history. Like, if you look at what they've done so far and what they might do coming up, like obviously Derby County, they will beat them, but this could potentially be one of the worst teams because of how much they spend, all these changes they've made. They haven't gelled, and of course, what did they go and do? They go and beat us. So all I have to say, mate, it's an absolute embarrassment. If we could have been in a situation to do this, I would have dropped every single player, but we're not, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say about that one, mate. I don't know what you have to say, what your input is.
Yeah, with that game, it was like I actually went into it confident like you, but then you see us start so slowly, and Curtis Jones came. To be fair, Thiago had an ear infection. He was meant to start, apparently. Curtis Jones, he hasn't started a game all season. He's played half an hour all season, and you thrust him into the middle of midfield for like that game. Just like why don't you just stick Henderson there? He's like been playing, or just like change the formation just to suit the players. Have Fabinho, Elliott. I don't know. I'd have rather Milner in midfield, who'd been fitter, and have Trent at right back, than have Curtis Jones, who's not played more than 30 minutes this season, right? So it's just decisions like that just confuse me sometimes. And then, we just let the crowd get ahead of themselves. Like it was.
I can't like those 12:30 kickoffs away from home. Just a setup, man. Happened to Chelsea.
Yeah. There was one like it's really weird. I don't know why I remember this. It was like 10 years ago. It was like Benitez's last season, and we played Portsmouth. So the season Portsmouth went down when they had like a 15 points deduction or something because they were all going into administration or whatever. we went there at 12:45 or whatever, when the 12:45 game was on Sky Sports, and we went there and they beat us 2-0 when they were the worst team in the league. I think it was like their first win of the season after like 10, 11 games. And it just reminded me of those days where we just let these teams beat us. Whereas under Klopp, we were so good at beating the teams at the bottom. Like, think about 12:30 last year. We went away to Watford in a similar position. Just went there, won 5-0, absolutely dismantled them. Now, our two 12:30 games were 0-0 against Everton, 1-0 against Nottingham Forest. You have to be up
against Fulham.
yeah, you have to be up for these games. Like, we were up for Man City because we were sort of the underdog. It completely flipped. Nottingham Forest were the underdog. They were what we were to Man City, and they absolutely stuck it on us. Oh, obviously, the gap wasn't as big between Liverpool and City, but it's the same sort of principle where you have to be ruthless and have to be up for every single game. And we have been for so long. So the fact that we weren't up for it is the biggest worry to me, because it was genuinely dire. And like, the worst thing is, we didn't play well. They didn't play well, and they still beat us. But we still had enough chances on the day to win.
Oh, Virgil van Dijk, bro.
Like,
oh,
Van
my
Dijk
Lord.
should have had a hat-trick. Easy should have had a hat-trick. But it's just like the way we played as well, just like trying to play crosses into Salah. Like, if Nunes is there, fair enough. But why are you trying to play crosses into Salah when Scott McKenna, Steve Cook...
That's what you do. That's what Liverpool do, man. They play crosses, man. That's how you play.
I wouldn't even say that's how we play. We normally get, when we were successful, like Trent and Robertson were very, very effective, but like we would vary it between the two. It's just like when you've got all these intricate players like Elliott, Carvalho, Jones, Firmino in there, like
that's how a lot of the teams play. It's difficult to say like that, man. Unless you're playing in transition, when you're building up possession so much, it's difficult to just play through the middle. A lot of the chances come from creating overloads on the flanks. Happens with City, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Okay, fair enough. No, I completely agree with that. It just didn't. The team selection didn't make sense, and like it's just been like more recurring with Liverpool this season. But then again, you go to Ajax, and like they played well for half an hour, but it's classic away in the Champions League, a team up for it. You soak in the pressure, and you're clinical.
Can I just make
left, right, and centre in that group, man? Ajax are cheeks.
Yeah, I said it as soon as the group was drawn. I tweeted out with, I did say we're going to top the group, but I'll take second based on the circumstances. But I just want to make a quick point. I think you was alluding to it, to Curtis Jones, right? And yeah, he was underwhelming, and it was like you said, he was his first stop.
Very.
And anyway, it was his first start of the season. First game back in God knows how long, and then everyone's like blaming him. And I'm sorry, but when we're going away to Nottingham Forest, before I even think about blaming Curtis Jones, despite how, average or whatever he was, even though I didn't think he was as bad as people made out, I'm looking at the senior players before even thinking about going for him. I'm looking at Firmino, Salah, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Milner, Robertson, all of those guys.
by the way, is god-awful right now. That guy might be the worst
finished,
DM.
I'll say it. I don't care if it's overreaction.
That's what I'm saying. I think you are looking too much into things, man. I think you just got to accept that your squad needs a revamp, man. It's just simple.
Fabinho's washed, man. He doesn't resemble the player that me and Ohms watched just be a monster in that midfield for 3 years in a row. Doesn't resemble that guy anymore.
I think a whole midfield needs a change, man. I think you need 3 new midfielders.
We didn't have the concentration and desire to win that game, and Fabinho typifies that. Like, I'm not going to be in the camp where I say he's finished, because I just don't think he has that desire. And I did a review show on the channel, and one of the guys, Cav, he made a good point. Maybe like we have these players who they've won everything with Liverpool. Do they have the desire to go again? It doesn't mean they're finished. Maybe they need to go somewhere else. And like, you might just have to accept that. Someone like Fabinho, can he go again? Because like, football is
20, bro.
No. But like, I mean, can he go again at Liverpool?
Oh, okay.
Like, he did the same thing.
Because like,
there was a lot of players that they won everything at United, but they just had like York and Cole. At some point, Fergie was like, they were walking around the pitch like they had nothing else to prove, and Fergie never wanted that, so he shipped them off.
Because Fabinho, he doesn't have that bite about him, which he should have. He's never been the quickest player, so I can never say his legs are gone because he's always been slow. But like, what he was so good at was being so engaged in the game and squeezing teams up the pitch. And just like him, Van Dijk, Matip, all these players putting the press on and keeping teams in their half instead of getting into our half. Now he's so flimsy. Like there was one time where he just got completely bodied by, I think it was Yates, and just sort of jog back. And you're like, do you really want it? Because in the Premier League, you have to be bang on it for every single game. And if you're not, you get results like that. And Fabinho's been bang on it for 3 or 4 seasons now. Yeah. But has it got to the stage where he might need a new challenge? And I wouldn't be surprised if he goes somewhere else and we see the Fabinho of old where he's actually on it. I'm not going to give up on him at Liverpool because like I still think like 2-3 months of his bad form doesn't undo like what he's done for us before, but like it's not looking good and we need a reaction straight away. We need to see something from him. I don't know how you thought he played yesterday. I thought it was better, but then like I thought the team overall was better in the end, and I actually gave us the ball to sort of look good. So I just want to run a form from him. I either want him to be given a 2-3 weeks off, or I just want him to now step it up, have that bite back in him. Because look, if he was on it, there was a starting place in the Brazil team for him there, and like if I'm him, like. You want to start for your country in the World Cup, right? You know how much Brazilians love their country.
It's not really a starting spot for him, though. Casemiro has that on lock. And
No. Exactly. But then, like, in the period where Casemiro was on the bench for United, Fabinho was probably looking at that going, you know what? I have a chance here. Like Fred, who's been a starter for... It's Fred and Casemiro normally, right? He's been on the bench. Fabinho's probably
Bruno G's taking it. It's Bruno G's spot now, though.
Yeah. But like, still, just I just hope you have to accept that footballers like they don't work the same way as a fan does. Like we want to win and win and win and win. Our team constantly win trophies, etc., etc. This guy might just need a new challenge somewhere else in Europe, whatever. But like, yeah, it is what it is.
I think to his defense, though, this is where maybe the criticism from myself and others is maybe not looked at as much. Like, he is kind of getting no help from the other guys, especially Jordan Henderson. I mean, we saw, moving on to yesterday's game, that moment where Darwin Núñez was the furthest man back tracking for all our midfielders. And, yeah, I rate that from Núñez. His work ethic and just his work rate is incredible. But why on earth should he be having to do that? Like, that's not his job. Yeah. I know it's great to have that, and that's certainly what we look for when we sign these forwards, people that just bust a gut to work for the team. But Henderson was literally walking back. And that is where I think Fabinho deserves, to not be criticised as much because, again, I'll say he's not had as much help. I think it was mentioned, I think Addy said it, we definitely needed an investment in the window, and I'll stand by it. I've been cooked for it and people have twisted my words, but I only wanted to sign somebody if it was a vast improvement and it was going to take us closer to City. And people saw Yuri Tielemans score a 40-yard goal the other day and came for me because I said I didn't want Tielemans in the summer.
But Tielemans, he would be dead for Liverpool.
Exactly. At least you see it, mate. But Liverpool fans saw him score a screamer and, you're saying that you wouldn't have him. Well, we don't need our midfielders to score goals. We need our midfielders to help off the ball.
Sense for Liverpool, man. He wouldn't suit Klopp style at all.
That's why I keep. That's why that spot. Like that's why I keep thinking about like Jude. Like Jude's an super talented player.
But his midfield is out there, man. I'm telling you, man.
I don't think that Jude Bellingham's a perfect fit for Liverpool in that right center mid spot. That right center mid spot.
But you man have
right in at Liverpool.
Like that right center mid spot for Liverpool has always been. That person needs to cover for Trent to allow Trent to
get Declan Rice in the Liverpool team.
Is he out of contract a year? So not
Rice is coming Chelsea.
A year from this summer.
Everyone knows Rice.
I really hope
Rice is eventually just going to end up at Stamford Bridge, right? Everyone knows that. It's just like it's going to happen, isn't it? It's just.
I can see it. To be fair,
I'm fine with that. I have bigger and better genes than
Declan. But I don't even. I'm not. I mean, I rate Declan Rice. I'll definitely take him at Chelsea, man. But I think whoever gets their hands on Bruno G or Enzo Fernandez is.
It'll be City. I think City will go for Bruno.
What about Enzo Fernandez? Whoever gets
Enzo Fernandez has a ticket set for Old Trafford. I'm negotiating that deal myself if I have
Enzo
to.
Fernandez is a baller, man.
My toes are already in Portugal with Diogo Costa right now. We're negotiating that deal right now with Porto. I'm gonna.
Why are you trying to copy our blueprint, bro, by going to Portugal, man?
No. First of all, that was all blueprint first. One of our greatest ever players.
They stopped it when you got recommended Bebe. Well, I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure I heard a story, a corruption story about that, but it doesn't shock me. Considering it was
Portugal originally was our area, it was our turf, and I'm getting it back because Diogo Costa is gonna come, and then Enzo Fernandez will work on that deal next summer.
Costa is a good keeper, though. I've seen bits of him.
Diogo Costa, yeah, he looks good.
Zaberi says, "Where's Bilal? Who's at the helm? I really love his show. Big up the owner."
The last crime was Xavi at the new camp right now.
Bilal's in Barca. He saw Xavi Simon's dunk on his team,
and he went to cry with the other Xavi.
He caught a catch flights, not L's, as they say.
Wait, why is Bilal in? Why is he in Barca?
I think he's got some work thing.
That's sick. So this is where they
So he's doing better than us. Ben, you need to go back to Portugal, bro. We'll play well when you were away.
Bro, it was glorious. Listen, I was chilling in the bars. You could get for €10 3 pints in the where I was staying. Oh, it was the best. And then obviously we see Liverpool play how we did. And then I come home and it's back to £10 doesn't barely get you milk and bread, and Liverpool lose. So it's crap.
And you got a new.
That didn't play when I went on holiday.
Got a new prime minister. So hey.
Oh, don't even.
Just go back. I just want to show you all something real quick. Guys, smash the like button, and as I said, subscribe and join the channel. New member only streams are coming, member only call-ins. So yeah, I just want to maybe. Oh my god, this is trippy. No. We don't want that.
Exception.
Oh man.
What we want is this one right.
Michael, whilst he does that, what's the United score?
0-0. Can I get Top Boy on the phone to buy Ronaldo? Like, I need Top Boy on the phone. Addy, get your owner on the phone. We need to negotiate business. I need Cristiano Ronaldo to bring.
You don't want him, bro. We're getting Nkunku. Don't worry.
No. You don't need Nkunku. You need Ronaldo, the superstar.
I'll take him just so I can go watch him live, man. I was gonna go to the United game on the weekend, just so I can go watch Ronaldo play. And then when he got banned from the squad, I was like, I'm not going, man. I want to watch the GOAT, but didn't get to watch the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Thank God I didn't go because that game was dead. Have you spoke about the Chelsea United game yet?
No. We're gonna get onto Chelsea now. Actually, I just wanted to prove my theory about the day and night. Liverpool Ajax, we won. That was a nighttime game. Liverpool Brighton, we drew daytime. Rangers nighttime. Arsenal daytime. Liverpool Rangers nighttime. Liverpool City nighttime. Liverpool West Ham nighttime. Liverpool Forest daytime. Liverpool Ajax nighttime. Next two games are both nighttime, so we're winning.
Yes.
Daylight saving kicks into play. So
it's so shameless, bro. Man's blaming the results. Man's blaming the results on floodlights, bro.
It's true, man. Bro, Liverpool under the lights hit different.
When you got that extra dew on the pitch, the game's slicker, the game's quicker. None of them dry pitches up in Nottingham. Remember Stoke used to never water the grass, bro. That's what Notts did. It's tongue in cheek, but hey, I didn't actually even know that before I made the caption, but the title. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to Chelsea, Addy, because you dropped 2 points. Scott McTom tries to give you 3 points. Michael's boy, you know what? I don't really know what to say about Scott. But then Casemiro celebrates like he's just won the World Cup. And then you go tough away ground at Salzburg. Ben and I know what it's like. We had a big Champions League game there in the groups where we had to win. And you done well. Kovacic scores a banger. Havertz scores a banger. It's actually a good time to be a Chelsea fan. Apart from Reece James, like being injured and no backup, I think you're gonna be in and around, being in and around the top 4, a few points off top. You can't be dissatisfied with the way your season started.
I don't know. When you say the way the season started, obviously I'm gonna take Tuchel's things out of it, but I don't know, man. I kind of see through this Potter run, man. I mean, I see what he's trying to do, and we're attacking better, but I'm not too gassed. I can't lie, man. We're due a loss. We really are due a loss, man. It's been a few games where we hung on and we just
Saturday.
Results, man. We're just fighting through these results. Even against United, United played better than us, man. We didn't even deserve a point from that game, if I'm being honest, man. Especially in the first half, until he brought Kovacic from the pitch, we were so far the second best team. We were just giving Casemiro all the time in the world. As soon as I saw Potter go 5 back at the start of the game, I knew he got things wrong, man. Because with Casemiro giving them that so much time on the ball, man, it's never going to work, man. Never. We had to go forward the back and pack out the midfield. Eventually, we done it. It looked like we were going to get the winner, and then Casemiro, just like Harry Kane earlier in the season, bro, just 95th minute equalizers, man. It's so frustrating. The one against Spurs, I was proper annoyed, but against United, it is what it is, bro. We didn't even deserve the points, so I couldn't even really complain about it, man. I wasn't even so mad, but yeah, we're due a loss, man. We're due a loss. Even Salzburg were creating good chances against us. We had to score 2 bangers.
Salzburg a good team, though. I'm not gonna lie.
They're solid. They haven't lost in 40 games or something at home. They're solid.
Yeah, that's mad.
Havertz stepped up with a big goal, slapped it top bins. That goal looks so effortless, man. I don't know, man. Havertz is a weird one, man. He's such a weird player, man. It's difficult to kind of describe his form and what he does. He was saying after the game that, I've been here 3 seasons now. It's my 3rd season. All Chelsea fans should know what I bring to the team. And then the Chelsea fans were just thinking, what exactly is it? Like, we know he's a talented player, but what is the thing, like the main thing that he brings to this team? I'm not so sure, man. But yeah, we're looking all right. But yeah, we're due a loss. I think we might lose to Brighton on the weekend, if I'm being honest, man. I think we're gonna lose.
I feel like Havertz has never really nailed down a position. Yeah, I just seen you're playing Brighton. That's actually a tough game. De Zerbi's
Brighton away, man. It's gonna be hostile for Potter. The players are gonna want to send a message to Potter, man. Like, this, why are you leaving us and whatnot. He said the Amex.
That's got 1-0 Brighton written all over it.
Yeah,
can that team finally score a goal? That's the real question.
I genuinely think we're gonna lose. I'm not looking forward to this game whatsoever, man. Not at all. Koulibaly, I think Koulibaly's still injured. So Chalobah and Thiago Silva are gonna have to play together again, like for the 1,000,000th time in a row. Yeah, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good at all.
Michael, what's Anthony just done? I'm seeing a lot of Anthony.
He did his fidget spinner thing.
And spin in the game.
I might hate Cristiano Ronaldo, man. This guy is so bad at the sport of football.
He's not, man.
He is so
he is, man.
He's so
not watched, bro. Respect my goal.
Yo, a Man United fan saying that he's so bad. Addy, let's just enjoy this, man. Yeah, let's just let him say, man.
Nah, man, that's my goal. That's my second favorite player of all time, man.
He's so washed, man. Nah, bro. He doesn't play for 2 games. We look so good on the ball. Obviously, against Chelsea, we didn't finish our chances, and even against Spurs, we still won the game. And then he comes back, and we look so unfluid. Like, it's just.
I've got quite an unpopular opinion about Ronaldo. I don't think he's washed. I just think he needs a team that's built around him completely.
Yeah, United is not built for him.
And United are the complete opposite of what he needs. I reckon if he went to a team where they built a team around him, he still scores 20 to 25 a season.
Who's going to build a team around a 50-year-old, though, bro?
No, exactly. So go.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
build a team around him, and you're going to win nothing.
I don't even think the team is built around him. He just needs more opportunities, man.
He had a lot of opportunities this year.
He's not good at United. He's not going to do anything at United, man. Like, just cut your losses.
Disrespecting
I've been trying. Trust me.
That's the best player that's ever played the sport you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing Messi doing Trevellas, and Ronaldo's doing nothing right now. That's all I'm saying.
Messi scored 4 league goals last season in France, bro. Ronaldo would have had 30.
Oh man, big up Messi, man. That guy's still the best player in the world. I'm not even gonna.
That's not true though. I saw that take. I didn't comment on it, but that's such cap.
Who's the best player in the world right now?
First of all, his teammate is better than him. Both his teammates are better than him right now. Neymar and Mbappe.
Messi makes that team tick. Messi makes that team
tick. Low-key Mbappe, I can't lie. Low-key Mbappe.
For me,
the Dior winner is still better. Vinicius is better than him right now.
The Dior winner. No, Benz has hit his prime. He will still bag some goals, but he will never hit them level again.
Chill out, Benzizu.
You lot haven't even mentioned KDB. Come on, man. We're talking about the best overall football player in the world right now. He can do everything. Right. So
I know Hamza's not here to back his boy.
And just wait until you see what Salah's got cooking, man. The guy, you know what he said to himself, yeah?
Hell no.
Salah, he's for so long he's been banging in the Prem, but hasn't been doing it in the Champions League.
I fall back. Let's go. Dalo.
Now Salah's seen the formula on how to win a Ballon d'Or. Doesn't matter what you do in the league, score a few goals in the league.
Bro. Man,
when it comes to the Champions League, that's when it counts. And
4 touches against Nottingham Forest or something.
I haven't a guy.
That's fine. I've seen all your strikers have them stats. I've seen Lukaku play 2 passes off a.
Lukaku's dead, bro. I've seen
Lukaku have them stats. I've seen Haaland have them stats this season. It's absolutely.
Yeah, Haaland scores with them though. That's the
Is Haaland the top scorer in the Champions League? I don't think so. And long may that continue. Although Haaland is really rapidly coming for that record of Salah's, and I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you, Ben, but we probably need that foot injury to last a bit longer.
Wait, how many goals has he got? 17.
He's on 17 in the league, which is he's 15 away.
Doesn't make any sense, bro.
Nah, he'll break it if you don't get injured, I think.
110%.
So let's just not pray for him, like Hamza said.
Yeah, let's pray for our strikers to start hitting 10 a game.
Anyway, Nunes soon come, man.
Bro, Nunes is on fire.
Nunes is cooking.
You know what? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna give some props to Charles Darwin. This guy is the most chaotic footballer I've ever seen. Like, I don't know what his next move is, but it's actually effective.
He is the definition.
Bro, this guy will create so many chances for himself. Will that ball go in the back of the net? We don't know, but it will be chaos and it will work.
On the law,
Nunes is a baller, man. Nunes is a baller.
On the law of averages, balance of probabilities, whatever you want to say, this guy, the amount of chances he creates,
he's made for Liverpool.
Will guarantee
like
goals.
Liverpool is made for.
That's why I used to think about Werner, man, and then Werner just.
But
Werner's
Darwin Nunez
has. Man, that guy is dead.
But Darwin Nunez has much superior shot power to Timo Werner. Like Darwin Nunez' shot power is ridiculous. Werner always shot like the ball weak. Nunez is a cold finisher. I mean, you guys know against you guys last year when Benfica, he made nice.
How did we have such a good transfer window on paper and the only good players from that window are like?
Timo Werner though, put him against Madrid and he's the best player in the world. I don't understand that guy. Against Real Madrid, he'll score every game.
3 and 4 or something.
It's ridiculous.
That goal he scored for Chelsea at the Bernabeu last year. What the hell was he on? What a goal! Like
maybe Madrid need to sign. Madrid need to sign him. And just throw him in like the last 10 minutes. Maybe he'll cook for them.
That Real Madrid run, every time I look at it, PSG should have had them. Chelsea should have had them. City should have had them, bro. Liverpool should have had them. I don't know how they did it. You literally played the heritage card, right, 4 times in a row and won it. And they had to double down on the heritage card.
They only played the heritage card on City, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, we had them until Modric played the best pass of his career, man. Outside of football. Oh my God, man. There was no beating us if he didn't play that ball that day.
If you look at it, against PSG, they scored 3 goals in like 5 minutes. Madness. Against Chelsea should have won at the Bernabeu. They dominated Madrid, right?
Went 3-0 up.
Yeah, went 3-0 up until Modric played that pass. City were through in the 90th minute. And then Liverpool, Courtois had the game of his life. Bro, it is what it is. But we need to...
I already had them as serious contenders at the start of the season for the Champions League as well.
You just got to have them up there really now just to be safe. But yeah, let's go into the weekend's games. So we talked on Chelsea-Brighton, Addy. You said 1-0 Brighton or something.
Nah, I just said we're going to lose. I think it'll be 2-1 Brighton.
That might be the first. I don't think I've ever seen anyone predict their team to lose. Actually, I have.
Mad.
I don't think I've seen anyone predict Brighton to score 2 goals in a game.
I'm pessimistic, man. You know when Chelsea won the Champions League, on other channels, I was predicting us to lose like every single game, and then we just kept winning and winning and winning. I was just like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, your Champions League run, like, fair, is actually pretty decent. Michael, who are you playing?
Play West Ham at OT.
Old Trafford.
Ooh.
Scamacca
rocking up to Old Trafford, bro.
I'm scared for Scamacca because Varane's not playing.
Scamacca
Obviously injured.
Martinez, bro.
Oh, that's prime time. That's
4:15. First of all, show my center back.
Powering
He just
header.
locked you up. Show my center back because he just locked up your whole team on Saturday.
Locked up who, bro? There's nothing to look up.
He locked up that guy. He locked up.
We barely went to a half, bro. You couldn't even lock up anyone if you wanted to, bro.
Locked up. Who else played? Raheem Sterling. He locked up everyone that showed up for Chelsea.
You know Martinez. I love United, bro. Martinez has the biggest small man syndrome I've ever seen, bro.
Nah. Chill out, my Argentina, yo.
Martinez is getting pushed about on that, man. He doesn't want to see him like some inferior guy, like because he's small. He will back.
Woke up when it comes soon.
Even when Mount gave him a challenge, he had to start pushing Mount in that for no reason.
Mason Mount does not want to smoke with Lisandro Martinez. I promise you that guy does not want to smoke with Lisandro Martinez. Especially with Casemiro.
He's like 5'2", bro.
He's Argentinian. Bro, he's Argentinian. Remember Marcos Rojo? That guy he'll two for you.
Yeah, but he was like 6'2", bro. He wasn't 5'1", bro. Like
anyway, but yeah, back to United versus West Ham. It's a tricky game. West Ham's gonna play the meanest low block because David Moyes loves doing that. And I am scared of Scamacca because Varane's not playing, so our center back duo is much weaker because Lindelof is very soft center back. No offense to him. But what's it called? We've been playing really good the last couple of weeks. I'm seeing the changes with Ten Hag's system. We're playing much better football. We dominated Spurs. We dominated Chelsea at the bridge. Unlucky to come away with 1 point, especially after that dominant first half. Chelsea did play a better second half. I want to give props to Graham Potter for that because that switch to Kovacic really changed the game. And it takes a good manager to actually switch that during the first half instead of waiting for halftime. So,
man. I don't give him props for that, man. He should have known from the start of the game.
Some coaches don't even change on their mistakes. There's a lot of stubborn managers.
He shouldn't have done it in the first place, man. I don't give him so much props for that. Should have known. Even I knew that. I'm nowhere near a football coach, and I'm sure
Liverpool fans know about Klopp's mistake, but he still never changes them, and they still got to back him anyway.
He's changing. Klopp is changing.
That's all you can hope for in the match. But yeah, West Ham's gonna be tricky. But I think we've been really good at Old Trafford this year. It could be a draw. I'm only gonna predict a 1-goal win, so we can't really score goals at the moment. So I'm gonna go 1.
This is negative vibes.
Varane's injury has shaken me up a little bit because our center back duo, Varane Martinez.
What happened to Varane, bro? How did he drop like that, bro? Man,
he injured his he got like a thigh/hamstring injury. He just pulled it right away.
Yo, he was in
tears. You couldn't deal with Aubameyang, bro.
Well, yeah, he wasn't. He thought he was gonna miss the World Cup, but thankfully it's only a 3-week injury. So
really?
The timetable sets him up just to come back.
Yeah, I've seen Napoli are 5 for 5 in the Champions League.
Shout out Napoli, man.
They're 10 from 11 in Serie A or something silly like that. It's ridiculous.
Man said they're 5 for 5 in the Champions League. 20 goals scored, 4 conceded. That is
they're 5. If they're not scoring 5 at Anfield, but if they were to score 5 at Anfield,
they could. If we rotate, it could happen.
No team scoring 5.
Wow,
we can't top the group, so I think he's gonna rotate. Can we?
You have to beat them. You have to beat them.
I think 3-0. I think you gotta win 3-0.
It's 4.
Why does this man come back? What does he want?
You heard something about
KD. I had a bad internet. I had to come back.
What do
He's
you
had
want?
a thought pop into his head and he wants to.
Listen, I was missing out there when the Liverpool slander was going on, man. I was missing out. So I had to even come to my car.
Come on, then. What you got for us, bro?
No, I don't know what happened to Liverpool. No disrespect, but good team. But I don't know. No one predicted that.
Turn the light on in your car.
Listen. Let me just tell you up. Listen, I didn't predict that. Anyway. Like for Liverpool to get hammered with Nottingham Forest, I was shocked.
He wasn't hammering.
No. Okay, hammering. Okay, but the way they played, it was. And especially Mo Salah, second half. Oh my God, he was atrocious. But Liverpool always come back. Great manager. I don't doubt you guys. I still fear you. But you know what? This game already. Your next game is against who have you got? I think you got
Leeds.
Leeds at home. Leeds at home. You're gonna beat Leeds at home. But Leeds are under pressure.
Nighttime
if they lose, is it nighttime? Yeah. Listen,
Who does City play?
See, I'm playing Leicester, man. 12:30, man. Pray for us.
Pray for us, guys. Pray for us.
12:30. Where is it?
Leicester.
Oh, never mind.
Leicester got something cooking now at the moment.
No Haaland either. No Haaland. Ooh,
Oh my
No
god! I
Haaland, mate.
just seen that Anthony clip, Michael. Anthony done his spin and passed it off the pitch,
Wait,
bro.
Fidget spinner, man. Nah, but
Is Haaland actually?
Oh, bro, how's man passing it off the pitch, bro? Off the
There's-
one guy, bro.
Is Haaland out for the game?
There's rumors that he could be out the game
Oh,
because
I
he's
need
got
to see
little.
my FPL,
No, he's
man.
just got little. We'll say a little sprain. At least our team we've got doctors. You know, we've got doctors in our thing.
allow
And
that,
you
man.
guys haven't got doctors there, but I think we're diagnosing him right. So I think he's got a little foot problem, and I think he might get rested. But this is the last 5 games. I'm praying for this that he's fit because he's not going to go to the World Cup. Him and Mahrez are going to get rested. And I think this is
as long as
crucial.
Mahrez
Leicester
gets some more rest and doesn't work on those pens. Let him get as much rest as possible.
His pen record is shocking.
Yeah. but good luck to anyone. I know Addy, I'm telling you now, yeah, you're playing Brighton. This Brighton team were very, very, very good.
Hamza, ask them what our prediction was. Ask them.
Hamza, he already predicted a 1-0 loss. He already predicted Brighton 1-0.
2-1. 2-1. I said 2-1.
2-1. Sorry, 2-1.
But the good news I'll tell you guys, and I hope you don't go for him. Lisandro Trossard, man, he's in his last year of contract. He'll be available on a free. Guys, oh my God, that guy was very good. You know that manager that they've got? Absolutely a brilliant team. I've never seen a team that's popped us off the pack for 10-20 minutes.
Come on, man. The manager himself, he already said those are all Graham Potter's foundations. He's just like building on Graham Potter's work.
No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like when I saw against United. It doesn't look like it when I saw against United.
They haven't been winning any games. When Potter left, Brighton were like 4th in the league. They had like 14 points, but they haven't been winning games through to Liverpool. They've been losing.
They're a very good side. And I can see Liverpool going for that McAllister guy. Not Gary McAllister, sorry. I know you guys love Gary McAllister. He's your legend. McAllister, he's also available. He's also available on a free, so...
No, he just signed a new contract, Hamza. Hamza, he just signed a new contract.
Yeah, he just signed a new deal before the game.
Yeah,
before the game.
Oh, no. Okay, sorry. So it's only Zaha, guys, you can go for. Zaha is available on a free. So Zaha, Lisandro Trossard. There's a couple where Rashford is available on a free.
I'd take Zaha as you know.
Zaha. Bro, fair enough, man.
Gary McAllister, by the way, guys, if you don't know, one season, 3 trophies for Liverpool. Absolute legend. Scored a winner in the Merseyside derby. Scored. I think the winner in the Europa League.
Europa League. Yeah,
Europa League final. And like we started the show, go to Stevie G's autobiography. He talks about this man very highly. He says this man taught him how to pass. And look, Gerrard is one player that knows how to.
No legends like that, man.
Yeah, Stephen Ireland,
Michael Tanner and all that stuff. Listen, at that time we had the Ballon d'Or winner. Humble yourself, Liverpool fan. We had a guy called George Weah.
We had a Ballon d'Or winner as well, playing for us, and he won the Ballon d'Or with us, Michael Owen.
But no one accepts that, man. I know you had a
Man City just got all the dusted legends like Lampard.
Yeah, listen, I know
Lampard, Vieira.
Your Hamza, your legends are David Silva and your Torre. Just accept him, man.
Nah. Let's not start going back to Colin
George
Bell.
Weah played for Chelsea as well,
right?
Chelsea back in the day as well, innit?
Colin Bell.
Hamza, outside of the Etihad, who are the statues that are there? Just tell us. David Silva, right?
David Silva's there. Sergio
That's
Aguero's there.
That's when your legend started.
Colin Bell's going to be there. Colin Bell's the guy, man. So
you named the pitch after David Silva, no?
Yeah, what a play he was. What a play he was.
David Silva is the most overrated Premier League player.
Nah, I'm not.
No. So overrated, man. It's crazy, bro.
Are you joking? Really?
He's not better than Cesc Fabregas, but he's not overrated.
Listen,
hell no. Hell no, is he not better than Cesc Fabregas? No,
one second.
Fabregas.
Andy, humble yourself.
Cesc Fabregas is clear. Cesc Fabregas is clear, bro. Are you mad?
Bro, there's no way a guy who's a reject at Barcelona went back to Barcelona, got rejected again, got told, listen, you have to leave because Xavi Iniesta and David Silva sit on the same table while Cesc Fabregas serves them lunch.
You know what? That's worse than you saying Gerrard don't sit at the table, by the way. You see
But
that?
Gerrard's
That's
an
even worse than me saying that.
Gerrard is better than Cesc Fabregas.
What is this guy on,
He
bro?
is.
Respect Gerrard, man. Steven
Gerrard's
Oh,
Gerrard.
you
better-
just
Gerrard's
said that.
better
You
than
just
David
said
Silva
you
as
said
well.
Silva was on the
Gerrard's
same
better.
level as
No.
Iniesta.
But there's
Gerrard
levels
is
to this game,
Gerrard's
man.
definitely better than Fabregas, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
David
man.
Silva.
There's levels
First
to
of
this
all,
game,
Gerrard's
man.
better than Fabregas, but so is Gerrard's better than Fabregas, but Fabregas is better than Silva.
I was not seeing David Silva at
No,
18
David Silva.
pull up to San
David
Siro and
Gerrard's
dominate.
better than Silva as well. It doesn't
Holmes,
matter.
what's your take?
Gerrard's better than both.
No, but
Yeah, he's
David
better
Silva
than
or
both.
Fabregas?
Yo.
You man are forgetting Fabregas in his young days at
I
Chelsea.
really like Fabregas. I don't know why. I've always had a affection for him. Well, not an affection, but like
I don't know, bro.
like,
He's better than Pedri
He's
was
just a
at
very
this age.
lovable footballer. I don't know, man. That's actually tough because I feel like David Silva's maybe done more.
He's won the
Like-
World Cup for Spain. He was part of that.
Fabregas.
Who got the assist?
foundation.
Who got the assist in the final? Who got the assist in the final for Iniesta? Fabregas.
Bro, but despite that, he was coming off the bench. He used to be a bench boy. You know,
Nah,
you
man.
know
Look
those-
at his young days at Arsenal.
Nah,
Look at
bro,
how well he played at Barcelona. He was even playing centre forward at Barcelona. Then he came Chelsea. Wait. Then he came Chelsea. He was playing in a pivot with Matic. He won 2 Premier Leagues at Chelsea. Come on, man. The guy's seasoned, bro. He's done it.
let me just tell you. You know, Adi just said, yeah. Remember him at Arsenal. Humble yourself, yeah. Arsenal had Denilson and Frimpong. So when I'm playing with Frimpong and Denilson, I will look world class.
Oh, I know. Bro, the guy sent him to the team at like 17, bro. He was playing with the big boys.
That is negative logic. If anything,
Hamza. Well, don't say that though. He jumped on the scene when he was like 17, man. He was playing with the big boys when he first came in under Wenger.
Oh, Cesc went to San Siro at AC Milan's at not their best, but they were still a really, really good team. Man. He went
like he was
San
doing in the
Siro
Prem
and
from
dominated.
early 17, 18. This guy was young when he started at Arsenal.
Bro, if he never left Prem, if he never won Barca and he continued, let's say he left Arsenal for like a Chelsea United or even Man City when they were rising up, he'd be a lot higher in these Prem rankings.
Cesc for sure better, man. David Silva's a
Cesc
baller. David Silva's good. I'm not saying David Silva's dead, but he's so overrated.
Adi, I'll tell you, there's level in this game. You know, when you bring, if I bring, like, I invite people, I say, listen, this is a high class top 1 levels, yeah? R9 comes in, Luis Figo walks in, Zidane walks in, Xavi Iniesta walks in, Rivaldo walks in, David Silva walks in. Cesc Fabregas does not come close to that bit. Bro, he does not.
You have no shame. You have no shame, bro.
KDB walks in. Those are special players.
KDB is better than Silva as well. KDB is definitely better than
KDB
Silva.
walks in because he's better than both.
Yeah. KDB and David Silva walk in because you say to the kids and say, guys, kids, you can train as much as you want. You will never be like them. They're just a special talent like Messi, Maradona, Xavi. They're just special talents. You'll never get players like that ever. You'll get another Gerrard. You'll get another what's it?
You think we'll get another Gerrard?
There's no. Listen, Pedri's another Cesc Fabregas already. Pedri at Barcelona, who's playing Europa League tomorrow, or from next month. So you can't compare levels. David Silva was part of the
Bernardo is the next
foundation.
David Silva.
Who?
Bernardo.
Nah, David Silva's better.
No.
Foden.
No, it's not. No, David. No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Maybe
David
Foden.
Silva.
Maybe Foden.
Listen, players like KDB, David Silva, guys, appreciate them.
Wait, Hamza, hold on.
Them ever again.
Hamza. Who was better, Hazard or David Silva?
My guy
That's too
can't
hard to
even
come.
start ahead of Vinicius. Can't even have Rodrigo.
Wait, what's his?
We're not talking about now, bro. We're not talking about now. He plays at Real Sociedad now. No one cares about David Silva anymore. I'm saying when they were both in the Premier League.
Because you guys love Hazard, he did that dribble against Koscielny, who are failure. You know the Arsenal
Oh my
failure.
God! Wait! You think David
rate
Silva's
this
better than Hazard? You think David Silva?
Absolutely.
Wait, you think David Silva's a better Premier League player than Hazard?
100%.
Get out of here,
100%.
man! This guy's talking about, bro. Hazard's clear, bro.
What are you talking about?
When was David Silva the best player in the Prem? Hazard was the best player in the Prem for like 5 years in a row. When was David Silva ever the best player in the Prem? Never.
That's not true.
He's never.
Bro,
He was never the best in the Prem.
if KDB is way better than that Hazard guy,
Hazard's better than KDB as well, bro.
Bro, that's why he went to Real Madrid and they looked at him. They thought, what
No,
did you
now,
buy for
we're talking about now. We're talking about their prime, man.
That's
Prime.
the Burger King, man. That's the reason.
Hazard was not the best player. Hazard was not the best player in the Prem for 5 years in a row.
One thing about
that 5 years.
That one season he fell off. Apart from that one season he fell off. Every other
Well,
season.
that doesn't mean he's the best because Virgil van Dijk and Salah won PFAs.
Hazard won PFA as well.
Hazard was still in the league though, no?
Hazard won PFA as well though.
Was Hazard still in the league though when they won those?
Nah, that last year he should. That last year at Chelsea, he was the best player in the Prem. He was the best player in the Prem that year. It's not joke around with that.
It's about trophies. I can't. PFA is always about where you finish in the league as well, bro.
We'll have to get like some sort of debate thing going on soon to do this properly, man.
That's like an all-time.
Oh my god! Does anyone else?
Oh my god! I can't believe this is illegal, man.
I've got. If you everyone has to put like their 3 goats from their club on the table, and then we have to like debate them or something.
No, we have loads of like questions like Fabregas,
I can hear all these questions, bro.
Guys, quickly because I know Ben has to go. Ben, you want to drop a little Liverpool prediction for Leeds?
Yeah, man. It's a nighttime game, so it's a win. Darwin Núñez is back and he's gonna feast again. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say 3-1, but I think they're missing players. I think they're missing some big players. Sinister is out, which is a big bonus for us because he looks quite scary. And they've also, I was scared that they were going to sack Jesse Marsh, and then there would be like some sort of bounce, but they haven't. Yeah. So,
not getting sacked before the World Cup.
Yeah, you don't think he will?
Nah, not before the World Cup. They'll probably assess during the World Cup.
Yeah, fairs. But yeah, no, I think we'll win, mate. Confident, and we have to because you know we did it against City and then West Ham, and then obviously went back to square one. So now we just beat Ajax 3-0 away from home. We're in the knockouts. I think we just have to keep going, keep getting the momentum, and finish off before the World Cup on the best form we can. So that's what I hope, anyway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say we're gonna beat them 4-0. I think Núñez will score 2 and Salah will score 2. Guys, I said we'd beat Ajax 3-1, and I was close. So 4-0. Trust me on that. But yeah, cheers, Ben. Yeah, that's actually a good shout though from Ben. During the World Cup or the build up to the World Cup, when games are stopped, we need a show just debating these GOAT or GOAT questions because like Hazard and Salah, like that's a question like that's gone on for ages. You got all these Modric, De Bruyne. Where do these guys sit at the table? For me, I've got my own opinions.
KDB doesn't even tie Luka Modric right.
Oh, come on. They sit on the same table, but one guy
they don't. They do not.
The guy's got La Liga, man. The guy's got La Liga, and he's lucky to have played with Ronaldo, who carried them and all that.
He also went to the World Cup final with Croatia, while Kevin De Bruyne has flopped with Belgium for the last decade. So
because Michael is playing with Tottenham players, Van Torgen and Alderweireld. What do you need to do when you're playing with Tottenham bottlers? You're gonna bottle no matter what. Even
Modric was playing with Ante Rebic, and Modric was playing with Ante Rebic up top. And
Rebic is a good player. Croatia is a very good team.
They are. No. Trust my best friend's Croatian, bro. That Belgium team should be doing more than that Croatia team.
Bro, I saw KDB setting up Lukaku 3 times empty goal. The guy doesn't score. What do you want me to do? Sometimes, sometimes KDB would set up Sterling up and go. Criminal. He robbed us. Champions League. How many times?
And Luka Modric had a man of the match Champions League winning performance.
Yeah, but home game we battered him. KDB pocketed him, and the year before, 2 years before that, we played them twice. KDB pocketed Modric. Where's Modric? People keep saying Modric. Yeah, he's world-class player, but KDB has to be put. People disrespect KDB.
KDB's at a big table, but he's not at Modric's table. That's a level
I think he's at Xavi Iniesta level. Yeah, he's sitting there.
What we're gonna do? We're coming up to 1 hour and a half, so we've got to wrap up. We'll to be continued this because.
We'll do it during the World Cup when there's games.
We'll do it during the World Cup. We'll have a bit of World Cup chat. I'm actually buzzing for the World Cup because there's gonna be.
I'm starting my content tomorrow for it, the previews and everything.
I'm not gonna lie, like I know it's a winter World Cup, or whatever. The World Cup no matter what it is, the football's always vibes. You get some crazy games at World Cup. So I'm
Other than
looking
the fact that I
forward.
gotta wake up at 5 a.m. for games. That's the only bad thing. But other than that,
Yeah, that's actually true. I don't know when
Yeah,
the
what's the
games are in
timing?
the
Like?
UK.
What's the time is that? Is there
You-
gonna be
the earliest game for you guys is 10 a.m. For me, it's 5.
10 a.m.? That's nuts, bro. How are you gonna watch it when we're working that, man? That's crazy.
That's cool.
Gotta
Yeah,
get a
no.
remote
So
job.
England, Iran is at 1 p.m. on
Oh, that's a violation, man.
But then England, USA, and Wales, England at 7.
So, nah, let me tell you
England-
something. If England lose to America, I'm
Nah.
I don't want to smoke on Twitter that day. I'm coming for smoke that day.
You're coming on here with smoke. If that happens, I've got.
And if we get battered, I'm Greek. Just remember that.
Yeah, shout out the 04 Greek team, the worst brand of football I've ever seen. But hey, they got the silverware, so who cares? Yeah, guys, smash the like button, subscribe, become a channel member, all of that. Appreciate the support, the comments, whatever. Some weird comments in there today. Some people are a tad weird, but it is what it is. And yeah, peace. We'll see you next week.